Welcome, fight fans, to another episode of More Than a Fight podcast. I am your host, Jose Alfredo Alcázar, and this is just a quick fight recap of last night's light heavyweight championship unification bout between Artur the Tank Beterbiev and Joe the Common Man Smith. If you watched it, then you'll understand what I'm about to say. I would love to call it a fight, but the reality is it was a destruction. It was a demolishment. Unfortunately, it's just the truth. I don't want to knock Joe Smith. He deserved the shot at the title. He earned it, but he got in there and just, I don't know what happened. I don't know what the game plan was from the corner. Yes, the first round is a feel-out round, but then with that being said, if you're going to stand in front of a guy with 17 fights and 17 knockouts, 100% knockout ratio, and you're going to stand in front of him from the first bell, or from the opening bell, then you better know what you're doing. You better be ready. You better be on your P's and Q's, and it just didn't seem like Joe Smith was, or I'm not sure. Again, I hope they come out and give an interview about what the game plan was. Obviously, it's too soon, but I'd be curious to hear what their game plan was from the word go, because it looked like after a minute, Artur Beterbiev you could tell he was going to win the fight, because Joe Smith was throwing a jab. Absolutely, he did come out and jab, but to me it looked like more of a pawing jab. It didn't look like a stiff jab to let Beterbiev know that you got the reach on him and you're going to keep him at bay. It looked more like a pawing jab. And I was just like, what are you doing? You gotta have him respect your reach. Get your range right. Keep him at bay. Make sure you use your physical advantages. And it didn't seem like Joe Smith really did that or understood that. And again, especially if you're going to stand right in front of the guy, you better know what you're doing. You better stick and move here and there. And granted, obviously Joe Smith, that's not really his style, but he could have used the ring a little. Once he felt Artur Beterbiev's power, which he did in the first round, even before he got put down on one knee with 10 seconds left in the first round, before that you could tell he felt the power. There was a few jabs that got in, and then Beterbiev also went to the body. So let's make sure that we don't put Artur Beterbiev in the category of just knockout puncher anymore. Because in the second round, he clearly showed he is more than a knockout puncher. He went to the body. He popped Joe Smith with some beautiful jabs. And then not to mention those two vicious uppercuts before he just forced Harvey Dock to step in. I mean, man. He got boom, boom, that left and that right. Oh, man, that 5-6 combination. Oh, man, it was brutal. And then he came over the top and popped him in the back. And he lost his equilibrium, but by then he was already done. But let's make sure we give credit to Harvey Dock. I think it's something that doesn't get mentioned enough after a fight. Or we in the boxing world don't mention it enough, especially on social media. We're always quick to point out the knockouts, and we're always quick to go after the winner or the loser. Let's make sure we give credit to Harvey Dock, to the refs who do a great job. And he did a great job, and he stopped that fight. There was no need for that fight to continue to go on. He could have gave him a 10 count. Even though he was on his feet, you could tell he was done. He was dazed, stunned. I don't think he knew where he was at that time. But great job by Harvey Dock to stop that fight. Artur Beterbiev, I don't think anybody can beat him. Not Bivol, not Zurdo, not anybody at 175. And real quick, for damn sure, Anthony Yarde has no chance. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to knock the guy, but when ESPN panned over to him in the crowd, I lost it. I'm like, what are you guys doing? No, absolutely not. The only fight we should get next is Bivol against Artur Beterbiev. That is it. Anthony Yarde, no thank you. And I'm going to do a separate video about why I feel that fight shouldn't happen, but odds are it will happen, and I will go over as to why. But thank you again for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, and feel free to comment and let me know what you think. Thank you very much, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a great night.